I'm Dr. Arlen Myers. I'm the president and CEO of the Society of Physician Entrepreneurs, and welcome to another First Friday Entrepreneurship Office Hours, co-sponsored by the American Board of Artificial Intelligence in Medicine, ABAIM, and the Society of Physician Entrepreneurs. Our conversation today is going to be about intellectual property, and more specifically, intellectual property audits. My guest is a friend and colleague, Lawrence Freeman, who comes to us just outside of Denver, Colorado. So, Lawrence, thanks for joining us. And
good morning, Alan.
Morning. So
good morning, Alan. Well,
yourself.
I will do. Thank you. So, my name is Lawrence Freeman. As you can tell by my accent, I'm not a local to the US. I actually was born and raised in the UK, and did all my formal education there, and did the first half of my work career in the healthcare space, mainly in the optometry and optical eyewear world. Came to America initially in October 2000 and set up an eyeglass wholesale company, which was a mirror image of the one that I still held in the UK, and opened up the North America market, sold that in 2012, and got into the intellectual property commercialization and management business. And I now specialize in medical devices. And my area of expertise is the intellectual property portfolio build, the management, and the monetization at the end of the process. We deal now these days, when I started this business in 2014, AI was it was there, because algorithms have been around for centuries, as everybody knows, but AI itself, paired with the healthcare space, was very, very young and not very well known. I am involved with an AI company in the healthcare space that's located in Florida, and so I do understand it. Could I write code and spread the fairy dust onto the equation? I don't think so. My partner's better than that, but me, a lot better than that.
Well, good. All right. Well, we'll get a little bit deeper into your background, but why don't we start off with you're just briefly explaining, just so we're all on the same page, what is intellectual property?
Okay, so intellectual property splits into four. So number one is trade secrets. Think of the recipe for Coca-Cola. With trade secrets, it's basically an agreement with a minimum of two people, where there is let's use the Coca-Cola example, the recipe for the Coca-Cola that is held in a safe place. And the reason there's two people is that if one person should not be able to contribute to the equation of knowledge, the other person knows where the secrets are hidden. So trade secrets are very good, but because they're a secret, they are hidden. And effectively, if you have an innovation that you want to file a patent for, you can do it because you don't know through a discovery that there's anything there. However, if your patent gets approved and you go to market with it, you're going to get sued and they're going to shut you down, and you didn't know. So trade secrets, they're pretty hard to fight in court, but they exist. Patents, the obvious ones, there's different types there. There's the provisional patents, which people file, lasts a year, never gets looked at in America by the USPTO, but it draws a line in the sand for the date, because in the intellectual property world, the war is always won on a first to file basis. So if Arlen files at the end of this conversation at 9 a.m. his patents, and I am filing for the same thing at 9:15, Alan is always going to win. That's and claim that patent. I won't, 100%. The next thing is copyrights, which the C with the circle around it. The copyright is actually now recommended to be the intellectual property go-to for any software build. The problem with patents is that A, they're very expensive, B, to do it on a global basis, it's very expensive, and the time it gets approved, chances are you've already done 3 updates and done a full upgrade prior to the approval. Effectively, the patent can become worthless. So copyrights, think of it as being the story in a book. Those are always the way to go. In the US, you can file for $55 and you can file as many as you want, and definitely the way to go. Trademarks is the 4th intellectual property. That's a little bit trickier because you have to do research to make sure that you're not duplicating anyone, and you can file those very inexpensively as well. They're all worth having. So that would be intellectual property.
Okay, so just to summarize, patents, trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets, and for those that don't know, the USPTO is the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. So notice it is not the U.S. Patent, Copyright and Trademark Office. So if you want to file a copyright, who do you file it with?
You file it on copyright.gov. It's part of the Library of Congress, and it's a separate entity. And I suppose if you think about it rationally, with copyrights being mainly associated with books and music, it's justified that that office should be in the library.
Yeah, right.